Hello there lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now I'm sure many of you have played the Splatoon Global Test Fire, and yes, there are some people who are a little bit disappointed that there is no Wii U Pro Controller support for the standard online mode. Generally, people have been saying that you need the touchscreen for the super jumps, and yes, that is an important part, but genuinely, I think that the motion controls are far more important, to the point where they're basically a necessity. Let's have a quick look at some footage that I took of the single player just using the standard stick controls without any motion controls whatsoever. As you can see, it is perfectly functional and it does work, and you can still enjoy the game very much even if you're using this setup. However, there are some massive limitations that I'm sure you've already started to see. Look at the way that the Inkling moves. It is incredibly rigid, and yes, it's perfectly practical, and yes, you can complete all the single player levels using this control scheme. However, if we now look at some footage using the motion controls, you can see that everything is immediately much more fluid. I'm sure you could definitely get through all the single player levels without having to use motion controls at all. But when you get online, it's an entirely different kettle of fish. Generally, online people do play with motion controls, and there's a very good reason for it. The level of precision required, the speediness of your movement, the ability to quickly snap around, these are all things that you need in order to be successful on Splatoon's general online multiplayer game, and particularly the ranked battles. Motion controls give you a level of control and precision that is very comparable to using a mouse and keyboard in a traditional shooter game. The twin stick control system is something that has been around for a long time, and it works perfectly well. For years and years, I've played plenty of online shooters using this twin stick method, and it's absolutely fine, but Splatoon takes it so much further just with the addition of motion controls. Once you get past the initial hurdle of keeping your controller still when you're not trying to look around, then by using the motion controls you are giving yourself an enormous advantage over anybody who's not using them. That is not to say that you should just use the left stick and the motion controls. Oh good lord, no. You need to use the left and right stick and motion controls in conjunction in order to be the best that you can be. The general consensus seems to be that the right stick is simply used for sharp, quick left and right turns. However, motion controls are responsible for smaller, more precise movements and all of the Y-axis, so that's up and down. Once you get used to the motion controls, playing without them just feels like a clunky mess. It's so important that you get the hang of this if you want to get anywhere online. However, motion controls are not for everyone, so you can turn them off if you really feel that way, but I seriously urge you to try and get used to the motion controls. Soon they'll become second nature and you'll be so much better at the game. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you that subscribe button, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo related content. Thank you again for watching, bye bye.